As you and the rest of your group approach the disassembly drone and human, something looked familiar to what you saw back in the manor.
Tessa?
Anne! You remember? Too tall, handsome, and is toxic. Who is this little?
Uzi! Why are you here, human? And who's this green-eyed crosshair with you? An effective killer compared to those three. If you have a problem with the boss, you have to answer to me, mate. You are curious, but also skeptical of those two. Jay would definitely feel the same way.
Sid disappeared.
Boss ran off.
We mutually disengaged. Her last known act was sensing you on the human exoplanets.
Why?
That's what we're trying to figure out. While the others debate and argue, Dahl would nudge you a little to get your attention. Listener, my mom and I have a plan, but we cannot trust those two. I think it's best that you come with us. You have what my daughter has, and we can get in with that key bug Uzi has. The choice is yours to make, listener. You tell them that you have to ask Jay for permission first, and you walk up to Jay while she was busy arguing with Tessa's companion. You ask her to follow you to get some distance from those two before you tell about Dole and Yeva's plan. You have devoted your life to protecting those two, and you have shown you can hold your own. However, I'd rather make sure you are safe. I'm going to join you if that is the case. You and Jay would then approach Yeva and Dole, and then tell what will happen next. Fine then. We may need your assistance anyway, Jay. When the time is right, get ready to run. Dole then grabbed the key bug with her silver, and then dash off towards the constructs in the distance.
That's kind of a big piece.
Listener, wait up!
What are these four doing? You all better hold on to your heads! While your group got a head start, the other 5 were not far behind. Once you saw Eva and Dole jump, you and Jay would do the same. Tessa and her companion would stop after they saw you and your group intentionally fall into the labs. N, V, and Uzi would arrive soon after.
Really, Hans, since all this.
Step 1. Clear drop zone of life and construct spa. Step 2.
Enter labs with this symbol.
Tessa would point to a symbol. There was text saying cabin fever right next to it as well.
Not too much to go off, but if Sin went those labs, we burn them down. That key bug's our way in. Mind my ship.
Right away, boss. Why involve Dahl, Listener, and Yeva? What's happening to them?
Dole reckons the humans did something to her folks down there. Gave them a sickness she inherited.
And?
I think she's right. Coming or what?
Tessa would then dive into the labs, and the others would follow after her. While they were on their way down to the labs, you and your group were searching for something important. It should be this way, last I remember. You aren't going to pull a fast one on us, are you? Why would I? Your kid managed to bring me back to life. Maybe you should take a breather, and we can wait a little. Eva would hear something, and you would also notice. And with Tessa in his arms, and the others would land soon after. V would use her flashlight to search for any danger, while Uzi would land soon after.
Is the secret elevator labeled?
While they searched, Tessa would find a bunch of damaged murder drones and a hallway leading deeper into the labs.
Oh.
V would shine her light on the site and see writing on the walls. Multiple say to not look, and one even showed a face of some dinosaur-like creature.
Right. Must be some security specifically against you guys.
The sight really started to unnerve Uzi specifically, and she started to try and hold in his hand.
Human made security this human can control. Maybe.
Anything to screw Sin's plan.
And for mom backstory, right, dude?
Yeah. The others would then walk into a different hallway, and then come across a sign of directions. One of them mentions a secret elevator.
Radio. Sources say that. Except the going this way, so see if you got thanks.
N, V, and Uzi would run after her. While they tried to follow her, they can see and hear something. Shoot the baby immediately?
That's not soon enough!
While N tried to shoot it, the pill grew legs and ran for its life. It would then climb into an overhead vent. Then something would slide in front of N, V, and Uzi. It was a murder drone arm. It had switched to its EMP mode soon after. They would all turn around to see who threw the arm tied to a wire. Hey, surface slickers! And then everything goes dark. Before that happens, you and your group enter an office-like area. Wait, what is on that computer? Dahl would point to something being projected on the computer, and you would all investigate. After browsing its files, you saw something terrifying. It was Earth, and it was being consumed by some sort of void. It's her. You ask Jay who. My former boss, Sin. I know it must be terrifying for you all to see this, but we need to find the elevator soon. No. Is everything alright, Mom? Everyone, stay very alert of your surroundings. We are not alone anymore. Uzi would then wake up, dazed from what happened earlier. Huh? She would then look at her surroundings, and notice she is in some sort of security room. Uzi would then turn to whatever is making those chopping noises, and see a drone being decapitated by another drone with antlers. Sentinels picked at this one! The drone would cut off the wire and attach it to her light bulb, which would turn on. I try not to damage the good parts. Of course, some parts are more valuable than others, ain't they? More valuable. Before Alice would try and use the axe on V. Whoa, hey! Cut that thing up and you're gonna end up with a big creepy worm. An improvement. Nah, he keeps them sluggish. Ain't our first rodeo. The oven Alice opened contained a bunch of cores that seemed to be for disassembly drones like V. It unnerved Uzi. Okay, enough of this. Dealt with witches for two. Oh, ain't seen 02 since she left us to die. While Alice did her thing, Tessa and N were in a different room.
Little buddy, you're going to get red star if you try that with me.
The bad bushes, though!
N was currently undergoing surgery by the pill that he tried to shoot earlier.
Doing great, dude.
And whose side?
Tried sign there?
N would guide the pill baby to where it should aim the saw, and then winked when it is perfectly aligned. Oh, we've got a noise kid here! Need more sedatives. It's body. Bo would grab several magnets and then enter a code on the automatic door. Before leaving, N would wave to it, and it would come back and wave back.
Finally, the code, lordy. Walk and talk.
While N and Tessa enter the code, you and the rest of the group find a hallway which leads to something. This is the place. This is how we will get to the church down below. Before they can move any further, they hear a mechanical animalistic noise. Hide! You would all look for spots to hide, but there were none. Then, several raptor-like machines jumped out from all sides, and it seemed like everything could end in the blink of an eye. Sentinels! Avoid their flash! You, along with the others, attempt to fight them off. One by one, your friends fell to the light, and you were all that remained in their way. Seeing such a terror approach you filled your mind with memories, and what those things did to your friends. However, your fear would only be temporary, because it would become something else. No more mercy, no more holding back.
They gotta be in there, right?
No worries, we'll save V.
And Uzi.
Want to take a gander at Earth N?
No, Tessa, we don't have time.
Tessa would move out of the way for N to witness what happened to Earth. While that happened, Bo would check in on N and Tessa, in the room they were presumably in. They were not there anymore. Bo would retreat to Alice, and Alice would also be notified of what happened. I can't leave the office, idiot! Can't get back in our rooms either. Wait, please. Lucy was forced to watch as the sentinels were released. As well, she started to lose control of herself. Then programming appeared on the door buttons while Alice and Bo were distracted. N was shocked at the sight of Earth.
We know it mutates and damage AI. It took Sin as a host, then it took everything. The humans here saw what was happening at home, thought they could understand it. All they did was spread it.
Then, Uzi, you can fix her, right? That's why you're here?
I'm here to find which drones were infected. We need to get to the labs and find that list. I'll need you to choose the universe of her one little drone N before she's not herself anymore.
Then all of a sudden, the image changed. It showed someone crying in a corner, and then its head turned and stared at the perspective looking at it. Its eyes were green, and then it shifted. Its body grew and reshaped, and then it became a horror different to the Eldritch horror Sin was. Then a roar could be heard from the distance, and the computer shut down.
What was that? No, it couldn't be.
But before he could say anything else, he came to face with a mechanized raptor-like animal. It would then flash N, causing a system overload. While the animal played with its new prey, Alice and Bo were watching from the office via a security cam. Bo would turn around and notice Uzi's silver suddenly glitch out. Uzi was struggling to remain in control. Then Bo would notice the silver is aimed at the buttons used for the door controls. While that was happening, the mechanical raptor was about to bite off N's head. Until...
Hey, fella! Me, human! All of you two, be a nice dingo, please?
The raptor would flash its light at Tessa, but it seemed to not work, and Tessa would try to tame it.
Bad dingo! Bad dingo!
Due to the blood spilled by the raptor, it would see it and accidentally knock itself out. However, more of them took its place, and Alice was enjoying the show. When she tried to toss another battery into her mouth, though, gravity seemed to have been lost. She returned to Bo, then to Uzi. Oh, don't mind me. Then there went the door controls, and the generator at once. Uzi would faint after this happens. Because of the loss in both control and power, all the doors opened, including the one in the room Alice and Bo are currently in. Tessa and the sentinels would notice, and the raptors rushed to the door as soon as possible. Oh! Help me with... And then she was face to face with one of those terrors she weaponized. But before it could attack, the lights went out. A terrifying roar could be heard from the distance, and then the sentinels ran towards the noise. Tarnation? And then one light turned back on, revealing a terrifying monster with green eyes, 2 tails, and platinum wings. It looked like the hybrid of a dragon, a drone, and a human. It would then adjust its gaze to Alice, and then the lights turned off. Alice could only feel fear as it approached, but then it stopped and made a gesture to something, or someone. Huh? Then 3 other drones appeared from the left, and now it was certain. Alice? 42? Why are you here? We have some unfinished business here, and it would be best if you join us. Why would I join you? Ever since what 02 did, I've been left to rot down in these here complexes. The beast would then approach, and that would terrify Alice. Okay, I'll join you all. Just get that thing away from us. You know, that is not a very nice thing to say to 956. Wait, 956? A little help here? While Yeva and Alice talked, you would help free V and Uzi from the straps holding them. Tessa and N would show up too, and see your terrifying new look.
My goodness, you are huge!
You smile and emit a small giggle. Then you use your silver to make text appear, saying that you have lost your ability to talk, but you can use text or sign if needed. Listener, right? You turn to Alice. I think I owe you an apology for doing this to your friends. I'm sorry for tying up your fellas, and attempting to deconstruct them for me and my son's own benefits. You turn to see Bo, and realize they could have been here for a long, long time. You then use your power to say, I forgive you, and I'm sorry that you had to end up in a place like this. Aw, you're too kind. You and the rest of the newly reformed group make your way to the elevator from earlier. You and the group had to eventually stop and hide in order to throw off the sentinels, and it seemed to work. You notice N and Uzi have a little conversation before you all enter the hallway leading to the secret elevator. For some reason, everything started to feel very tense, and you recommended that everyone tread carefully. You, J, and V would serve as the rear and front guards while everyone else made their way to the room ahead together. You notice N and Uzi holding hands, and you feel somewhat happy at their connected relationship. As you all arrive, V and Tessa notice the little moment with N and Uzi. Ew.
Don't date my robot, please.
He's his own person! You are mean! You were also a bit annoyed at what V said, and your visible expression would let V know to stop. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Happy? The keybug should go here.
Well?
You felt something off, though. It seems too easy to be true. You then realize that the elevator cannot hold everyone, and some people have to stay behind. Before everyone would argue, you intervene. You state that fighting will not get us anywhere, especially when we are this close. You then select who will go down first. You choose everyone but yourself to go. Dahl and Yeva, however, would have a better solution. We can both jump down there, and wait for you all to arrive, Yeva would state. That was the idea Yeva told to everyone else. She would tell you a different plan away from the others. I want you to know that this plan is a diversion, and we won't be waiting for them down there. I will tell you how to get to the church, and make sure to use this knowledge well, listener. You agree with Yeva's actual plan, and pull the bug out of the sensor. As the elevator ascended, you and Alice hear some familiar chirp sounds. Oh, they're here! Everyone would turn to see several sentinels, and a red-eyed sentinel approaching you and the others. You, V, and J would spring into a defensive formation to protect everyone, and prevent usage of the silver. Tessa had other ideas.
Uh-oh! Hope I don't kill it everywhere!
Tessa's attempts to short-circuit the sentinels proved futile. You and Jay would stand by Tessa while V climbed one of the walls in search of something. Uzi would try to use her silver, but N stopped her before things could get worse.
Whoops! Oh my goodness!
The red-eyed sentinel is unfazed by the blood spew, and reacts by spitting out a disassembly drone. It then changes to the gun variant and shoots. In the nick of time, V catches the bullet and quickly tosses it back at the sentinel's gun. Did I get it? You assured V she knocked off that gun arm with ease. While you all defended the group, Yeva and Dahl would soon jump down, and you notice. You tell Tessa, V, and Jay to fall back, but the red-eyed sentinel takes notice and charges at your friends. Out of your will to protect the ones you love, you stand your ground. The sentinel switches the arm to blade mode. You flash it with your wings. You both duke it out, flashing evenly with every move, but more sentinels would soon join in. Listener! Your mom would join the fight, and you both would keep the battle going. Jay! Listener! You both need to jump! However, the sentinels would surround you both, and the elevator behind them started to give way for some reason. V and the others would notice, and force the doors open as it slowly descended.
Everyone, in, now! Jay! Listener!
N would cut a hole open in the elevator and join in too to try to provide a possible opportunity to retreat to the elevator. V would also join in too, and you all slowly made it back to the elevator. However, the cables needed to be cut, and someone had to stay behind. Then tell everyone how much you love them, and then you jumped out of the elevator. Listener, you're not going to do what I think you're doing. Please, no. You sadly admit what must be done. And you tell Jay and the others that you won't let them die. Listener, no! I can't lose you! You salute to them, and then use your silver to cut the elevator cables. You then turn to the danger behind you. Listener, no! Last thing Jay and the others would hear is a war cry signaling a last stand.